Puget Sound 2024. What a fun trip. Flying to Seattle, Washington, we boarded the American Constellation for an 8-day journey around the Puget Sound. First stop, Anacortes, Washington. We enjoyed walking in this historic town and viewing the creative murals. As well as the hydrant water fountain. Next, on to Friday Harbor. There's our ship in the background. The sun came out most days around noon. We headed off to the Whale Museum. Silly me inside a whale. The display on the back wall showed that whales have a rib cage similar to humans. While there, we watched a movie that showed how whales are hurt by sounds from ships, and the whales beach themselves to get away from the hurtful sound. Here's a view from the top of the Whale Museum, looking down at our ship, and a ferry leaving the harbor. David Miller gave excellent presentations on the history of the region. We learned that totem poles not only represented the story about the history of the people, but could also symbolize lessons to teach the young. In rare cases, it was used as a shaming pole to confront a member about an unworthy deed. That person could have a potlatch ceremony, giving away their wealth to heal their tarnished reputation. Most of the time, the host of a potlatch ceremony distributed their wealth among guests to ensure that resources were evenly distributed within the community. What an interesting concept to lessen jealousy and maintain peace within a community. On to Port Angeles and the Olympic National Park. We had lavender lemonade at the Lake Crescent Lodge, and then a talk about its history. In the left front corner of this room is a red phone booth that you cannot see in the photo. In 1962, it was the only way to receive a phone call. One evening in 1962, Robert Kennedy, who was staying there, received a phone call from JFK. The story goes that the two brothers talked for 3 hours. Can you guess what they were talking about? In 1962. No, it was not about the Cuban Missile Crisis. It was about Marilyn Monroe's death the night before. Very interesting. So back to our trip. The lodge was surrounded by a beautiful forest. Couldn't help but want to hug a tree. Feels so good. What magnificent trees these are. We walked by the lake and took some photos. Then back to the ship and on to Victoria, Canada, and the Bush Art Gardens. We'd been here before during the spring. Now we got to see the fall colors. Our favorite place is the Japanese garden. We enjoyed celebrating the beauty of this place. Don practiced some moves for our new video. There was more color in the Japanese garden than any other place. This is part of Qigong Silk Reeling. The falling leaves seemed like snow. It became time to leave these beautiful gardens. On the 5th day, we visited Port Townsend, known for its Victorian homes and buildings. Here are a few gems. Really loved their colorful totem pole. Heading to Bremerton, Washington next. In Bremerton, we visited the Navy Museum, and then Don toured the USS Turner Joy, and came out with an unexpected friend. On our last evening, we enjoyed some rock and roll. Stop in the name of love, with some friends we made on the ship. The Silver Girls outshined the Golden Girls any day. What a gift to see a rainbow as we headed back to Seattle. Don was practicing some moves from Qigong Silk Reeling. A video will soon be uploaded to our YouTube channel. Please visit our channel and subscribe, Tai Chi Health Products with Don Fiore, and join with Don in the easy Tai Chi and Qigong practice sessions. Blessings and peace.